Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of Revolutionary Health. My name is David Malebranche. I'm an internal medicine physician, and Charles Stevens is not here with us this evening, but we have Johnny Cornegay, and Alvin is here as well. It's a special edition today because we have a couple of guests, and the topic today for Revolutionary Health is going to be talking about massage therapy, what the benefits of massage therapy are, when you should get massage therapy, pros and cons to it, different types of massages you can get, and all the issues around massage therapy. Now, before we get into it, for the counter narrative, you can check us out at Facebook at The Counter Narrative. You can check us out at YouTube, which is also The Counter Narrative, I believe. Twitter at Building Desire, and Instagram at The Counter Narrative. And remember, if you go on YouTube, like our videos, we have about 25, 26 videos for Revolutionary Health. So subscribe to our channel. Like the videos you see, and stay tuned for every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce first our subject for this evening. This is Michael Ward. Say hello to everybody.
Hey, how y'all doing?
So he gets to get a free massage today. But the special guest that we have here outside of Michael is Marq James. This is Marq James, and he runs a business, I think, for about 18 years.
Almost 18 years.
Island Spa LLC. And you want to tell them a little about yourself and what you do?
Sure. I'm Marq James. I can't tell everybody I'm from the islands. I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands. And I moved to the city of Atlanta about 20 years ago and became a massage therapist. Been practicing approximately 18 years this December. I'm also nationally certified Georgia licensed massage therapist. And so today we're going to do a little bit of, I guess, everything. You know, a little Swedish, a little sports, maybe some trigger point therapy. Who knows? We'll go with the flow and see what happens. You know, so we're going to talk about what to expect for your first massage, the credentials of your massage therapist, etc. Because a lot of folks need to know that you're actually going to a professional healthcare provider.
Right, and that was one of the questions we have. Like, there are a lot of people out there that think about massage therapy and will say, you know, hey, I'm thinking about getting a massage. Should I get a massage? How do I know if someone's certified? So how can you tell whether someone is actually just trying to do booty calls on Adam for Adam or Grindr or Scruff, and they're really not a massage therapist, but more of an escort, versus someone who actually is a real masseuse?
Well, massage therapists all have to be licensed in the state of Georgia. And one of the things you get, I just renewed my license today, is this guy. This came from the state of Georgia, and I'm good until 2020. We also take a lot of continuing education courses, and some of us who are really skilled become board certified, or nationally certified, and I'm one of those few people. And also we are a member of a professional organization like American Massage Therapy Association. And that's what we get our insurance through, and we also get our continuing educations through, and a lot of other perks we get through AMTA. So you want to ask your therapist about their credentials, where they went to school, if they're licensed, who they're licensed by, and if they're national certified. And if they are, then you're basically good to go.
Okay. And what we'll do, we'll get Michael into position now, and we'll kind of start, and we'll have some questions. And I want to encourage everyone out there, if you are watching, do you want Michael on his back or on his stomach?
Oh, good stuff. The other thing is that
I know that sounds kind of
people on their stomach, because I'm also a certified aromatherapist. So I use essential oils to enhance the mood, help people relax, invigorate them. It just depends. So today we are going to start him on face down, and I'm going to use one essential oil, which is right here, which is bear rum. It's kind of spicy. It's an island kind of rum, and that kind of stuff, you know. So what I do, I just dab the dab the sheet right here.
Can't wait to the side.
Now, as Mark is taking you guys through what he's doing with the massage, if you guys have any questions, this is a live Facebook feed. Just ask questions, and we can relay the answers to you. We have Johnny over here who's kind of watching, Alvin who's watching as well. So we can answer some of your questions if you have them, as Mark is guiding you through this.
So what I'm going to start with is with every guest, I usually just start very gradually. Just no creams, no oils, just rubbing the skin. I'm just feeling the skin, getting to know the client, saying, hey, I'm here. And you'll see over the years, I've learned to just gradually drape them. And which I mean, I'm going to gradually pull the sheets back. And if they're wearing underwear, I'll just tuck it under there. There we go, just like that. Secure. And we're just going to have a nice flow with no cream, no oil. And what I'm doing here is just working the erector spinae group. Gradually, gradually. And I think my technique is basically real slow, real gradual. You want to relax the body.
So Michael, how does that feel?
Amazing.
Okay, good.
Just
What is
relax.
this scent again?
It's bear rum.
Bear rum.
It's kind of a spicy. Bear rum is one of those tropical oils. They're made in Jamaica, they're made in Haiti, a lot of the Caribbean islands. We had a large bear rum factory in St. John when I was growing up. But the oil that I think was manufactured in the Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm.
So we just gradually introducing ourselves.
You feel any tightness in him, or
In
can you
shoulders.
kind of do that when you, as a masseuse, you automatically like can sense where someone's tense or tight?
And that's the reason why the gradual touch. And most people carry their tension in their shoulders.
Okay,
So I'm just gradually
Johnny, we got a
pushing
question.
the skin.
And Mark, as you're doing this, Nathan on our Facebook feed mentioned that this is like tactile stimulation for those that don't have access to non-sexual touch.
Exactly. And I think a lot of us need that. Sometimes touch is a powerful medium. You know, massage therapy, one of the oldest medical mediums in the world. The Egyptians did that, of course, the Africans did.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of us need a touch, non-sexual touch. Very healthy.
And have you experienced like people not being comfortable? Like, you know, Michael, we're on Facebook Live right now. Michael stripped down to just his underwear, but are there people who are uncomfortable? Would you recommend that when someone gets a massage, most of the massage I've received, you don't wear any clothes, but have there been people who, you know, aren't comfortable with that, want to wear clothes? What would you recommend?
Yeah, there have been a few, but things education. You just let people know they can undress to their comfort level. They want to be in their shorts, or I've even done them when they're fully clothed, or in their underwear. You know, whatever they're comfortable with, I'm fine. You know, you just undress to your comfort level.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go from just get under the sheet if you're going to be totally nude.
All right.
Or if you want to be on top of the sheet in your shorts, or, you know, some folks are, I find that the athletic guys want to be on top of the sheet with their shorts on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I suspect because the sheet sometimes can be an encumbrance when it comes to doing a lot of the stretching, but it depends.
Is there any risk of injury? Like sometimes with massage, if someone's say too tight or has worked out and their muscles are kind of sore, to actually cause some problems.
And that's where you do an intake, and you would ask the client to tell you specifically what the issues are, so you can address your modality to their needs. It's not one size fits all.
Right.
So, but anyway, as I said, I'm just slowly introducing myself. As you can see, it's just a slow glide. There's no cream in my hands.
Right.
We're just using the oils from his skin. And I'm just gliding along gradually.
And we have had Bernard, thank you so much for your comment. Bernard online mentioned that he says, I see a chiropractor with regularity and have for many years, and likes to have massages in between chiropractic visits to keep his muscles relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And he also notes, and yes, the touch is a wonderful aspect of the
Yeah,
experience.
One thing I'm going to tell, I suggest to all my clients who go see a chiropractor is see a massage therapist first. Help warm up the body, and it makes it to a more efficient or effective adjustment. Muscles move bones, it's not the other way around.
Right.
So you want to get that muscle warmed up, So when they do that adjustment, they can pop them into where they need to be.
And can you tell who may need to see a chiropractor after seeing you? After you do a massage, can you tell if
Yes.
someone's spine is misaligned or something like that, and you want them to see a chiropractor or someone
Yes.
that could adjust them?
Yeah, but sometimes during the massage, the body sometimes has a way of getting self-adjusting.
Right.
And also, if the therapist is skilled, they can also do adjustments. We do adjustments, but they tend to be very slow, not abrupt like the
Right.
massage therapist.
Right.
So this is a basic Swedish move. We just gradual. I call it my sweet Swedish.
Okay.
And we just slowly, gradually.
Michael's giving the thumbs up, so I think he's good.
And so, again, we're just doing a nice Swedish, slow, deliberately slow, and working the neck area.
If you guys have any
Slow
questions for
up to
Mark,
the up
just let us know.
there. It's where the chops are attached right up here. They can be a little tight, so we'll just finagle them a little bit. Touch. Well, one thing about getting the right therapist, everybody have different energy and with a good therapist, you good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. If you guys didn't hear that, I just said as far as a therapist, it's almost like finding a good therapist. A massage therapist, it would be like finding a good mental health counselor.
Yes, exactly.
And so not everybody is going to be a good match with everyone that you have.
And even with the technique I use, sometimes I will speed up my moves.
Right.
So we're just doing a nice Swedish, and then I'm going to work the traps a little bit, squeeze slowly.
Mark, what brought you to bodywork and massage therapy?
Good question. What happened? My dad's a retired police officer. My uncle, my first cousin, a whole bunch of. When I moved to Atlanta, that's what I wanted initially. And I was working in the call center. It got me so stressed that I started to get massage therapy. And I ran into this young lady who went to Rising Spirit, a massage school, now Gwinnett Technical College or Gwinnett College, something like that. And I said, my God, she could make me feel so good. I got to go to school. Then my best friend on St. Thomas, Stanley Mason, he was also a massage therapist. So I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And so I went and I threw myself into it. Here we're working the erector spinae group, straight down, slowly.
You know, Michael came right off of work and came driving down on public transportation. Is there anything people should be doing to like prepare for a massage? Is there anything you would suggest people do before they come in or not?
Not really, but what I love is when people come in, how do I put it? Like off of a nice hot shower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Their tissues tend to be a little bit more loose, and I can manipulate them easier. So just gradual. We're going to work the shoulders and arms. We're going to do a little stretch in a second and really work the traps right in here. People tend to carry this tension right in here. So we go, this little move I make, and we're going to go pull. Now let's let I do all the movements. And we're going to leave that up, put it all the way up here gradually. And I'm going to rest his hand here and see where my thumb is. And right in there, that'll meet there. Work this here. And one thing with guys that are athletic, they need to get these type of massages. You stretch a little bit, elongate those muscles. And I'm very deliberate, very slow. Nothing's rushed. This quality of touch is deliberately slow. And long strokes. One thing I haven't utilized is my rocks that are over there.
Are you going to use them?
I may. Come on, take him out.
Michael said, "Come on, we're gonna get Hot Rocks into the mix here."
And we'll do all the movements. So it's a nice little stretch that I'm gonna do. Put my hand right here and bring him up. We're gonna go nice transition. And bring him up right here, nice stretch. And bam, right down here. Let's see what these guys are like here. Ooh,
Are they hot?
they're warm. Yeah, they're a little too warm for right now.
Let them cool off for a little bit. So people sometimes come into like massages and they worry that they're gonna fall asleep. I've heard guys say, "I don't want to get hard while I'm in there." They get excited, and as we talked about earlier, like a lot of this is about touch. So, but it's non-sensual touch. But obviously, the body's going to react. What do you tell people about that kind of stuff?
With the guys I like, it's just a sign of a healthy heart, healthy circulation. If you get excited, I'm not bothered by it at all. I mean, that's a sign of good health. So I leave it at that. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Right. So it's like a natural reaction.
Natural reaction to touch, yeah. So some therapists get all upset about it, but I'm not one of them. It's going to get bent out of shape. There are boundaries. We all got to observe, and the thing is to respect everybody.
Mhm.
Okay, so we got there.
How's that feel, Michael? Right. Just go fall asleep. I think one of the other reactions is sometimes people fall asleep. Michael starts snoring. We'll know.
Yeah. Another thing is, of course, people who got high blood pressure, and massage can be wonderful. Interesting. Because it's helping you, relaxing,
right?
And a nice, good stress buster to get regular massage therapy.
How often do you think if people should get massage? Is there something like average people versus someone who's an athlete, works out a lot? How often should they get a massage? How long should they be? Should it be a half hour, an hour, hour and a half?
Regularly, not regularly, but I usually recommend once a month hour massage. But I have folks who would come in twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on what you can budget and what's going on. Some folks with something chronic may need to come in more than once a week. But it just depends.
You're just doing the same thing with the shoulder over there.
Yes, and I will gradually just soften this up. And what we'll do a nice little stretch. Bam. Okay. Yeah. So just moves are just very deliberate. They're very slow, not rushed. You just want to, because you don't want to rush a massage or go in fast, too deep into a tissue. The body's gonna go into its defensive mode,
right?
And recall it. What are you doing? And freeze up. So that's why the technique is very gradual, very deliberately slow, and then I put a little pressure on.
Mm-hmm.
In certain targeted areas, like here on this stretch here. I'll go in there, then release, slowly release. And we'll do the nice stretch. Hands gonna go anything, just relax. Do all the movements. And I'll bring that up and stretch him out.
Mark, for
Just bring him down here.
for some deep tissue massage I've had in the past, like they told me to drink a lot of water after. What's the reason for that?
Well, when you're getting a massage, you are helping the body with the circulation. basically giving it a nice little kick.
Mm.
And so water intake, you're moving a lot of fluids around, and it just helps relieve some of the toxicity in the body. You know, it also helps, like if you're working out hard, if you work your soreness, you drink lots of water, get a massage. I'm also guarantee if you run into the bathroom soon after.
Thank you. I look forward.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it's not unusual people to, you know, after a massage, they're like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. You know, body is trying to eliminate waste toxicity within it. So that's all good. It's all good.
What are the types of massages that you typically give? You mentioned Swedish before, and what are the types? You do some stuff with like hot stones or rocks. What are the various kinds that people can get, and what are the pros and cons of some of these? Like, which person would need a Swedish massage? Which person would need? It would be better for them to get the hot rocks. What do you think?
Well, Swedish is to me, it's basically your beginning massage. Very gradual. If you never had a massage before, usually I would start with a Swedish massage.
A basic one, yeah.
Yeah, basic. Not too much pressure. I call it my sweet Swedish. Very gradual, very slow, deliberate.
Right.
Then, for the more athletic people, they love the sports massage, which encompasses a lot of stretching, some deep tissue work, and also a little bit of Swedish. And then the rocks. Rocks could be used in a lot of forms. You can also incorporate into your sports massage, a Swedish massage, and it too helps relax the muscles. That heat can help relieve a lot of pain, discomfort.
Right.
So.
And heat also usually like opens up, it relaxes the muscles, it opens up the blood vessels, improves circulation.
Yes.
So heat kind of does that. So yeah.
And one thing about the hot rocks is that, you know, when you start putting on them on people, the area that the rock's gonna touch, the blood flow is gonna be increased, and the blood's gonna come rushing in to cool that area.
Right.
And sometimes folks can get a little drunk. A lot of them really drunk, but they get like a rush.
Michael kind of perked up. Drunk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Just from rocks?
Sure. So these rocks I got from St. Thomas.
Okay. Yeah, and just to remind everybody who's watching, if you have any questions, keep the questions coming. And also to know that this is not going to be a full massage. We're not going to go for a full hour. We're still going to stay for like a half hour, maybe a little bit later. So what Mark's doing is kind of more of an abbreviated G13 family-friendly Facebook Live version of a massage.
Yes.
We're not going to put Michael on blast like that.
So then we can also work his hands. We'll work the wrist here just gradually. Just gradually.
I think you're right about like when you go to a massage, like, and I full disclosure, I've been to Mark a few times before, and it's almost like areas of your body that haven't been pressed, haven't been triggered, haven't been stretched. Like you do all that stuff while you're here, so you almost feel like your whole body has been somewhat released from doing that, which is very liberating, and especially for like people that may not be working out all the time, or may not, or may work out all the time, but just don't take the time to relax from their bodies. This is kind of a good.
It's also about being thorough.
Right.
Yeah, you want to be thorough. And,
not miss any body parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, press into the palm here. And
you need me to shift?
No, I'm fine. I just lean in here.
You know, and that brings up actually a good question, Mark, so what type of energy for you does this take? So
Sometimes I really put myself into it.
Is that the rock?
Yeah, it is. And it's not unusual for me to leave here sweating, because I really try to put myself into it. Into every person that comes in here to give them the best massage I possibly can give them.
Yeah.
So.
I know when I've gone to massages, like sometimes I'll hear Mark, he kind of grunts, like he's putting in a lot of work as he's kind of manipulating your body. And I think I've never kind of experienced that with another masseuse before, where they really, you could feel and you can hear like Mark is really like working to stretch your body, to manipulate areas, to get the muscles relaxed. And so I can attest that sometimes he'll be completely like drenched afterwards and be done like he did a full workout.
But if you love it, that's what you do.
Right.
You give it your all. Just working the palm here.
So as this, we had Nathan, thank you for that comment. Nathan mentioned that he's had many massage sessions, and back in Philly, his agency actually paid for weekly visits.
Yeah.
Wow, like that's amazing.
Well, that's a good question too. Like there are people out there that say, okay, I don't have insurance. I have insurance. Does insurance typically cover massage?
Yeah, some of my clients, they have it set up where they're reimbursed for their massage therapy.
Right.
I am nationally certified. I have my NPI number, so I have all the credentials to do that. So right now we're doing a little bit of the rocks on his hands. The warmth is very relaxing.
Thumbs up.
You can use the rocks in so many different fashions. I'm just gonna gradually go up the spinal cord.
So, ooh, Jesus means good, Michael?
Oh, yeah. Just rest it right here. Rest it right here. And you're gonna go very lightly on the spine. Very lightly. No pressure. Just scanning it. And I'll leave it right here and let it soak in. And we can work the occiput right here. That's where the traps hang out right here. You hang out right here, press in here. And they're also work the head.
We had a comment from Kevin Tarver. Sorry I missed that comment, Kevin. But Kevin was just remarking that massages are so incredibly important.
They really are.
Yes.
So actually, that leads to a question. So one of the things that my father's recently in the hospital, right? So I'm actually thinking about now getting him a massage for when he gets like out. Are there questions? I guess we should tell the massage therapist like, hey, what he's been in the hospital for beforehand.
And also his doctor. Let his doctor give him the note saying that he is ready for a massage.
Wonderful.
Thank you. So get some kind of clearance from the physician that says it's okay for him to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I can imagine hitting trigger points and the muscles. If you're sweating, if you're dehydrated, someone probably could pass out. Have you ever had anything where, I don't know, people fall asleep?
They fall asleep, yeah. Right. But I haven't had anybody pass out.
Anything bad like that, right?
I'm also CPR certified too, so it's part of the national requirement. So yes, I gotta re-up on soon.
Okay. I
got a month to go. So, but we're just working the head here. I forgot what this part is. Interior something. But there are all these meridians that run through the body that we're hitting on. So usually when I'm ending a massage, I would do either a facial or head, and then I'll throw in the aromatherapy. Since it's evening, we're gonna stick basically with some lavender.
Okay.
Lavender helps you sleep, very relaxing.
You know what? I have a lavender spray, a lavender vanilla spray that I use on my pillow to help me sleep. Yeah. And when I spray it on my pillow, I literally just knock out because I don't use anything like melatonin or Ambien or stuff like that. And I don't know, is there a special property with lavender that does it? I mean, obviously there
lavender,
right?
It's an essential oil that it also has some good healing properties, but it does wonders to help you sleep with insomnia. You throw a little bit on your pillow. You can throw a little bit on a little cotton ball, stick it in your pillowcase, and off you go.
Johnny's face was like, I think I may do it. I would say the same thing. I think, are we coming close to the end?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of lavender that we're sprinkling.
So we'll do maybe like 5 more minutes. Okay. So Mark, how can people get in touch with you? I know I have to put the caveat out there that Mark is not accepting new clients at this time.
Unless they're referrals from my existing clients. And only because I moved, and as you know, I'm remodeling my place here, and I'm trying to get me another place so that I can move everything into it. So,
but as far as like YouTube, Instagram, where can people find you?
they can find me on YouTube. Just look up my name, Marq James, M-A-R-Q, James, J-A-M-E-S. Just Google me.
Yeah.
You can Google Marq James, Atlanta Massage Therapist. So I'll pop up there. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn him over gradually, and we're gonna work the lower extremities. You do a little bit of stretching work. So we do a little tent here, and he is gonna turn over.
I didn't fall asleep. I'm still here with all you want to do.
Okay, so come down a tad bit more. Come down a tad bit more.
Oh,
Perfect. Okay. We're gonna cover up the top.
If y'all can't see the look on Michael's
Michael's
face looks so
You can
kind
put
of
him
peaceful
underneath
and
if you like.
content.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna lift this sheet up a little bit here. Move the bolster up. Bam. Okay, so I'm gonna go at this side since you're over there.
You want me to switch?
You could like that. What we can do is we can. Yeah, so the camera can get in.
yeah.
And so we'll drape him. And
Continue the massage off again. Okay.
what we'll do, boy, these are real tight.
Got thick thighs.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
So in this section here, we're gonna do a few little stretching moves. Folks that are athletic, that's what they like. So, slow, gradual pull. I'm gonna support the ankle. My hand here, and slowly pull. Sometimes you can hear the bones just readjusting. You can hear them.
You can hear my bone?
Yes, we can see. Here you go.
Oh.
There you go. Shake. And so we're just going to bring this leg, the left leg, slightly off the table. So I'm just gradual. I'm going to do a little pumping action. I'm just basically introducing myself like I did with the torso.
Right.
When he was prone, he's supine now, face up. And so just gradual, slow pumping action. Just introducing myself again. Nothing abrupt. So we'll bring the leg up and we'll do just a little stretch and under the popliteal area, the knee area. And just take a deep breath in. Exhale. Support. How's that stretch?
Awesome sauce.
Okay, good. Come back a little. Okay. And then we're gonna go back again. Good. I'm gonna push the knee down just a tad bit. Get a little bit of resistance. How's that stretch?
You need me to breathe in?
Good. Yeah. Can we take a deep breathe in? Exhale. Then we're gonna do some active stretching where I'm gonna have him engage, where I'm gonna go forward as far as I can. It's comfortable. Okay, you're gonna push back against me. Push your leg back. Relax. Good. Do that again. See how I'm supporting the knee? Going back, going forward. You're gonna push back against me. Good. Relax.
Can you talk about breathing as this process happens? Because I know.
Yeah, breathe in when I'm pushing forward, breathe out when he's pushing back. So we're gonna do a nice, what we call a nice stretch. This is wonderful for the lower back. Bring this leg to the side. Again, support it. And gradually, that's how you gotta know your clients, because you want to do this to everybody. Okay? How does that feel? Good? I'm gonna bring this forward. Good. It's gonna be chopped right next to my hip here. Good. And I'm just gonna gradually just lean in, just twist in.
it's almost like you kind of like ease somebody in, and you do it sequentially. You push a little further, go with the stretch a little further until they can really kind of stretch and feel that pull. Yeah.
Doing it right here in your glutes here. Good.
Ain't much better.
So to get a more deeper stretch, you just hold his shoulders down. Go in. Good. Bring it back up. Let them relax a bit. Sometimes they want to scream at you.
We are probably going to start to wrap up a little bit. Let me come over here just because
Nice little stretch here down.
Mark is going to
Slow down.
continue his massage over here with Michael Ward. But we want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Remember, check us out at The Counter Narrative on Instagram and Facebook, at Building Desire on Twitter,
Yes.
and at YouTube, Counter Narrative. You can like us, subscribe to our channel. If you have any other questions for us about massage therapy, if you want to see Marq James, Google him, Marq James, Island Spa LLC on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Check him out. But we will see you guys next week, where Johnny will be our focus, and he is going to get a physical exam by me.
Right.
And so we'll take you through, as we were taking you through a massage today with Michael,
Good.
we're going to take you through the benefits of an initial physical exam from head to toe and what you do. We'll
Nice
be signing off right now, okay?
Felt that
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll
nice
see you later.
realignment here. Talus. Well, you can just feel it.